It's taken me almost a whole year, but today I submitted a formal complaint against the OBGYN that did a procedure without my consent and without it being a necessary procedure. If you followed me, you know how I got a radical hysterectomy last April, and I went to that doctor because she was recommended me and it was told that she was the best. And when I got there, I was already nervous. And I told her I have PTSD. I explained to her what was going on. And I asked her some very good questions. And I know they were good questions because she told me. She was like, oh, those are excellent questions. One of the questions was, do we have to do a cervical biopsy when you're going to take out my cervix and have it tested anyway? And she said, well, that's correct. We don't really have to do it, but I like to do it ahead of time because if we show cancer in this biopsy, I'll pass your case over to my husband. She said, but because we are taking everything out, you can withdraw your consent at any time and I'll stop the procedure and we'll just do the biopsy afterwards, after the surgery. So I felt good about it. She did the transvaginal ultrasound, and that's very invasive as it is, and it made me super uncomfortable. And this is a procedure where instruments are taken in and out of your body. All right. This has always been a stress point for me. The OB is a very invasive procedure. So she did the transvaginal ultrasound and then began to do the biopsy. And during it, as she went in, and I was so tense that she was like, okay, we're going to have to do this. And I said, no, stop. I was too tense. And she was like, oh, it's going to be easy. And she did and started doing the procedure anyway. So I've got someone in between my legs with a speculum in my crotch. I am at a series of disadvantage. My husband was there and I told her, no, stop, please stop, and started crying. And she just kept going. She didn't say anything. I could feel her. She just kept going. Cervical biopsies hurt. They hurt bad. Doctors will tell you, oh, it's a slight pinch. If you have painful periods, you're going to have a painful cervical biopsy. I'm not saying that everybody does, but I was screaming, stop, stop, no, no. And she continued on and she did it. And I sat there sobbing and crying and sobbing and crying. And she told me, I think that your trauma was worth it, me doing my job. I called and talked to lawyers, and they said that pretty much lawyers are infallible. There's not much that they can be sued for. Of course, I live in Texas, and that's part of it, but also there's something called the standard of care. So if doctors follow what is the standard of care, and the standard of care is created by doctors. So as long as doctors are doing what is called the standard of care, they are shielded from liability. Now, I've been tempted to, I might still file a lawsuit against her. It's just paperwork and a filing fee, and I can do that without a lawyer because she damaged me so deeply that I had to get back into therapy, and that's part of the reason I'm doing EMDR now, because I miss appointments because of my PTSD from doctors violating me. So, because of how emotional all of this makes me, I didn't file a board complaint for a long time. I called the doctors back again recently, and because I haven't had my post-op appointment for my hysterectomy, I never went and had them look at anything because I couldn't handle that ultrasound again. There's no way. I can barely talk about it without crying. So anyway, today I filed a complaint against her. The lawyer said to absolutely file a board complaint against her, that she will have to talk with them about it. It will ruin her day, if nothing else. And that's what I was looking for, because she not only ruined my day, she re-traumatized me and is making my ability to go to doctor's appointments that much harder when I absolutely have to go to doctor's appointments. So now I'm happy. I can't wait to hear back. They start doing something within 45 days. I can't wait to hear back from the board so I can talk to them and she can have a bad day like I've been having a string of bad days ever since she violated me and she did something without my consent.